Correct. I've been incarcerated without charge. And don't you think
the rape allegation
it's been dropped?
Has been incarcerated for.
Correct. So I'm incarcerated without charge, and I think that would be a far more interesting conversation than I guess Julian Assange is incarcerated without charge, and nobody's interested in that either. So if you actually wanted to do some genuine journalism and investigation, we could talk about the fact that an innocent man who is yet to be charged with a crime has had his liberty deprived of him. And I think that would be a far more interesting angle than talking about me being the most dangerous man in the world because I own a car.
I think we're done.
Yep. Thanks, Lucy. It was enjoyable. Nice to meet you. No, it was fun. It was good. I enjoyed it. Very nice to meet you. Lucy. Thank you. Very nice to meet you. Goodbye. Very polite staff.
What's going on, everyone? Saucer Kenny here today, and that was awkward. Damn. To me, the BBC or mainstream legacy media, they seem to be a propagandist arm at this point. They're not doing actual journalism. Because to me, if I was a journalist, my job is to provide clarity, to get clarity from the other person across the side of his positions, what he believes in, the circumstances surrounding him from his point of view, and I will let you people think for yourself and come to your own conclusions about things. But it seemed like this lady came in here with an agenda. Dun, dun, dun. You saw it. It's obvious. Like, even because if you were there to just give the man a fair shake, you wouldn't be so mad about how the interview went unless you wanted a certain outcome, unless you wanted to frame him a certain way. And because she failed to frame him a certain way, now she's mad. Hey, this don't look good for the BBC. But you know what they say. You can't trust government-funded media. Canada, I feel, is it Canada? No, BBC's Britain, I believe. But I believe the citizens in Britain have to pay a licensing fee for this stuff, right? I don't know. I'm not from Britain. I'm from America. You guys from Britain, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know how things run over there. But here's his, after a couple days after this interview went viral, they got ratioed, surprise, surprise. All the comment section, everyone's on Tate's side at this point. And some people thinking, hey, was this planned? BBC making this guy look too good, right? But hey, I digress. In this next clip, this is Andrew Tate's statement after his interview, and then I'll give a follow-up commentary after the clip. Let's take a look.
People are not as stupid as you'd like them to be. Sitting down with me and missing the chance to have a genuinely interesting interview with genuinely interesting questions that people are interested in hearing the answers to, and instead attempting this attack to get this bombshell aha moment is never going to work. Because one, I'm too smart for all of you. And two, nobody cares. Nobody cares I made a joke 8 years ago because everybody knows I was joking. And everybody knows the truth of my message. So you're wasting absolutely everybody's time. Worse than wasting everybody's time, what you're genuinely doing is damaging the minds of young men. And I think I have a responsibility as one of the most influential men on the planet to protect the minds of young men and all of the men who look up to me. Nobody, no young man below the age of 30 has any interest in what the BBC or the legacy media say. They don't care and they don't watch it, unless I appear on there. So when I sit across from a reporter who says that having a nice car makes you a misogynist,
it's disingenuous.
And
also
financial success
correct.
with a Bugatti and a cigar, but it comes with a side order of misogyny.
How does having a Bugatti and a cigar come with misogyny?
Because it's all mixed together in what you teach.
I find that to be extremely dangerous rhetoric. I find that to be extremist rhetoric. And I think it's very dangerous for young men to think if they work hard for something in their lives, if they dedicate themselves and they're diligent and hardworking and they try hard, that they'll be a bad person.
Bruh, what she said, ordering a Bugatti with a cigar make you a misogynist. I died. That's sending to me. That's funny. And he's right about everything he said about that instance there. How is a man striving to be ambitious, to be valuable in the world, to go up in the hierarchy, to make something of himself is toxic masculinity? I don't know why is this media, mainstream, left wing, whatever you want to call it, it's fascination with feminizing men. Like, they just can't accept that men want to strive to be strong, competent, ambitious. Like, what's wrong with that? We demonize masculinity in men, and we demonize femininity in women. But if a woman shows these traits that Andrew Tate is exhibiting in the interview, people will be like, oh my gosh, she's such a strong, wonderful woman. And this is this backward, I'm almost cursed. This is what this backward culture is pushing on our youth. And they wonder why men and women don't want to be together. Why men are not interested in having relationships with modern women and vice versa. Weak men create hard times, and we're creating weak men. I don't know why. You know, maybe they perceive men being competent, being confident in themselves as dangerous. I don't know what is this fascination with castration of men, but this is why a lot of young men follow Andrew Tate. And he's right about the point with young men under 30, they don't watch the BBC. Hell, I'll say anyone under 30 don't watch the BBC, really. Because most kids, like most millennials like me and Gen Z, we get our news from what? The internet. Here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We get it on social media. We don't get it on mainstream cable. I predict cable's going to die in 10 more years. Cable's on its lifeline right now. And this is why a lot of political commentators were telling Trump, hey, Trump, why you keep getting CNN oxygen? You keeping them alive. You could boost alternative media. And this is why I'm on this crusade. Hey, civilian journalism is the future. This is the future. Everyone going to get their news from their guy. Hey, I get my news from the Quartering. I get my news from Tim Pool. I get my news from a black conservative perspective. People going to have a decentralized source of information where you can't make everybody fall under one narrative. And this is what these mainstream legacy media people keep trying to do. But hey, I've been rambling enough against legacy media and my plight against them. Next clip, Andrew Tate is going to kind of summarize everything that happened in his interview. He put up that he no longer is going to give legacy media any air. And I think this is a smart play on Andrew's part. He made his point with the BBC. They deleted the videos. Hey, he came out on top on this, and now they have to pay him $50K and apparently a box of chocolates if they want to get an interview with him. And those proceeds will go to his charity. But even then, legacy media got to frame it in a negative light. Let's take a look.
I allowed you into my home. I'm doing you a favor, giving you the first interview I'm giving to the public. You don't come here with a position of authority. You're not the police. I don't respect the BBC. I don't know you. You do not come here with a position of authority over me. We are equals. We are people. We're citizens of the world, and we sit here as equals. And I see you as my equal, and if you ask me questions, I can ask you questions back. For you to come here and sit down and pretend you're the Gestapo and that you don't have to answer my questions is disingenuous because I don't owe you anything.
Asking questions and you answer.
But I don't owe, no,
however you want.
This is a conversation. And I don't owe you any degree of authority over me. So let's make that clear. And that doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman or from the BBC or the CNN. I'm here to answer your questions and be honest with you and do you a favor.
Great.
And I'm doing you a favor. But you come here with loaded questions. You're trying to paint a narrative of me which is negative.
I'm asking you
And
about
that's
things
fine.
you've said that people are concerned about.
And that's fine.
You
But
have
you're not going to
said
sit here and say you
over
don't
this-
answer my questions because you're not above me.
So, in the interest of spreading good and positivity in the world, which is my number one objective, I am making this clear to all legacy media outlets. I will no longer interact with you for free. Nobody cares that you lie about me, and nobody cares what you say. You have destroyed all of your credibility in the last 4 years of constantly lying about everything. And continuing to lie about me will only destroy your credibility further. I have an organization called Tate Pledge, which you can see. Go to CobraTate.com and click at Tate Pledge, and you will see that I dedicate $25 million a year to feeding children, both male and female, in war-torn countries. I would like to think that even the legacy media can agree that feeding children in Sudan, or Turkish children after an earthquake, or Syrian children in refugee camps is a pretty positive thing to do for the world. In my last BBC interview, she tried to spin it and say that what I'm doing is somehow negative because I'm only doing it for myself. But this is the level of delusion these people operate.
No consistency whatsoever. You donate to charity because it's for yourself. Okay, so when white liberals sitting here caring about, oh, we need to make the country better for black folks, they only care about themselves. Keep the consistency. That's what I care about. Keep it consistent. Don't try to use something as a weapon against one person, but then when your guy is guilty of the same thing, you don't want to use the weapon on them. Like, come on, we got to keep it fair here. And I like how he pretty much showcased himself, how he handled himself, right? And I think that what Andrew Tate is doing here is wonderful, masterful at this point. Like, he pretty much, he beat the media at their own game, right? He exposed them as being incompetent, losing credibility, which they're already doing a good job, but hey, they trying to be like Vice, I guess. All right. Elon Musk is going against this. Trump is going, like the legacy media. It seemed like they're in a hubris position right now. They just think, oh, the people are dumb. The people are dumb. We're not as dumb as you think. And watch, the only way these people actually recognize their mistakes is when they actually suffer a consequence for it. So yeah, let them suffocate in the land of obscurity, right? Let's move our attention away from these people because they already showed that they're not here to actually inform the populace. They're here to tell the populace how they should think about these things, how they should think about individuals. Like Malcolm X said, I know people are tired of me bringing up Malcolm X, but what he said was timeless wisdom. The media can make the innocent guilty and the guilty innocent. And this is what this is what the BBC was trying to do now. But now we got the internet. Now we can push back against the narrative. But hey, I digress. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you agree? Disagree? If you want to see the full clip, I have both sources. The BBC interview with Andrew Tate and then Andrew Tate's statement after the fact in the link in the description below if you want to check this out in its entirety without my commentary or just want to see the full clip. Let me know your thoughts. I'm very interested in hearing what you guys thinking about this situation. Do you think BBC got exposed? Do you think Andrew Tate looked great in these interviews? I want to hear your thoughts. I'm really interested in what you guys are thinking right now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys for watching to the end of the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.